What's up, YouTube? This All Among Productions. This subject is going to be about thug life in Washington, D.C. Thug life in Washington, D.C. As you know, there's been a spike in crime in 2015 during these summer months. Now it's moving into fall pretty soon, the fall months, what have you. And we have Chief Lanier and Mayor Bowser trying to circumvent somehow these violent dilemmas in the black collective and the black mainframe of Washington, D.C. as we know it. You must understand these kids majority of them come from dysfunctional homes. The parents grew up like them in a violent cycle, and it just go from generation, piggyback to another generation, and it never gets solved. See, we have to go to the core of why this keep happening within all black communities. Now, I'm just gonna focus on DC because I grew up in DC. This is dedicated to the DC young people so y'all can understand and critique my video and give me some feedback on what I'm talking about and how I'm trying to break it down to you all. My thing is this: as I sit back and recline and look at the news waves, look how many young people are perishing due to ignorance, due to not having the right parenting, due to not having job skills and a proper way how to talk and be articulate, knowing how to divide street and divide corporate world and put it all together. You can be street savvy and corporate savvy if you know how to switch it on and off. And I feel that brothers and sisters can do that if you want to apply yourself. Everything ain't for every situation. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. It's sad to see the influx of guns and drugs still going in the black community. That's by design. And liquor stores is by design. How many liquor stores do you need on one block? Only you need one. No, you got 2 or 3. Again, that's by design, to keep you drunk, keep you disenfranchised, make other people rich while you sitting outside of their businesses and while they getting paid and going somewhere else and they only live in your own community. My brothers and sisters, this thing is way played out and it's old. You know, I cringe when I see these young people perish out in these streets. You know, for no reason. Fighting over beefs, they beefing. Fighting over blocks they don't even own. You can't own the land in DC. I hope y'all know that now. If y'all don't, y'all know this now. You cannot own your own land in DC. DC is for people that really is patriots and really true to the game. DC, and that's why it's a lot of people rejoicing because there's no more chocolate city. That's what you gotta understand. And that regentrification took place. All they did is just make matters worse because some people are staunch Washingtonians and they like, I'm gonna leave by, you know, I'm gonna weigh it out. And that's what's going on, folks. Yeah, and then the developers came in and put all these high price stuff on the land and not giving the residents, which has been Washingtonians through generations, which is black folks, no training so they can get the jobs and occupations so they can take care of their families and live a somewhat a good life within Washington, D.C. And then what do you think is going to happen? It's going to be crime. I don't know why people think they're gonna idly sit by. I think a culture of people gonna idly sit by and let so-called developers, which is interlopers, come in, raise the roof up in prices, and think some black families just gonna sit there and be bums, prostitutes, pimps, just low lives and never accomplish nothing, never have no money. Nah, it's not gonna work that way. And there you have it. That now you got a crime wave in DC, and every generation get more violent. I hope y'all see that by now. You know, I'm a product of '75. I was born in '75, so I grew up in the era of when it got kicked off around my time. That's where all the murders stopped, all the drive-bys start happening. You know, you do the math. I was born in 1975, so do your math. You'll guess how old I am. I'm an OG now. I'm officially an OG. A young OG. But my thing is this. That's beside the point. My thing is this. This thug life in DC is social engineering. It's something that was planned, and the powers that be that's demonic will put you into a rat cage or a box, what have you, and sit back and watch the games begin. And we've been falling in that trap a long time. It's been 30-some years already. A lot of lives been lost. A lot of families been very distraught, what have you, and very saddened by their young offsprings perishing in the streets for literally nothing at all. Half of the killings is really not over nothing. It's over attitudes, frustration of the environment, and it's on jealousy of who got what, and someone outshining me, so I gotta take them out because I feel as though I'm not a man. And it's sad. And it shouldn't be all about that. Thug life in DC. Now we got this K2 academic going on. Synthetic drugs, it was a big bust over that. Millions of dollars. Stuff that these young people putting in their body that's really not for consumption at all. It's a hallucinant, and it makes them do all kinds of things that they normally wouldn't do if they were sober. Let me tell you something about this stuff, man. Whenever they bring these movies out, all these Walking Dead, Return of the Dead movies, all these zombie movies, what do you think K2 is? K2 is an alter ego zombie drug. We got a bunch of zombies out here. That's what it is. It's a hallucinant. It alters your personality, and it makes you to a zombie. Now we have a generation of zombies out here smoking synthetic drugs. I thought weed, coke, heroin was enough. Now they just personified it, amplified it. People out here smoking incense and other things and going crazy. And you wonder why you got a high crime rate. Let me tell you something. This ongoing war on drugs, supposedly, war on drugs, that's a crock of you know what. Let me tell you something. It's beyond, it's probably a trillionaire business now. Now it ain't billion. Probably went to the trillions now. I'm pretty sure it have. To the powers that be, that's not going to stop, folks. That's the way it's designed. But when black folks, here we go again, when black men wising their mind up, y'all already seen examples of all kingpins. I don't even mention that name. If everyone watched the Gangland and American Gangster stuff, they already know. And it's always that BET, they were showing endless documentaries about all these black gangsters back in the day up till now. And guess what happened to them? They had a little run. They let them run amok for a minute. And then they put a slam dunk on that drug operation. They put the press on them. People stopped whining like motherfucking birds. And snitching, and the whole organization crumbled. Everyone up in the feds doing what's that shit they call protective custody, or I forgot what it's another word for life. They gotta live in hiding for life because they know everyone's trying to bust that head because they destroyed other people's lives, and they destroyed black people's lives on the street. Yes, a lot of people had to get murdered for black kingpins to get on top, which was their own race. So what did they accomplish? Nothing. Actually, they done more damage to the black race than they helped the black race. And they black themselves. See, it's a no-win situation. That's what I'm trying to bring to you. You can be up one day. You can be the man. You can have all the bras. You can have all the orders. You can have all the men around you that love you, that will vouch for you and kill for you. But it's only a second, a minute. Because the streets are watching. The feds are watching. And everyone want to take your place. And people want to put you in the grave because you put their loved ones in the grave. So you can't fight fire with fire, young man. And all this, I'm the thoroughless nigga, I'm a super thug, shit. Nah, dog. Nah. Anyone can be touched. Anyone can be touched. Remember that. Anyone can be touched out here. I don't care how hard you go. I don't care how many people you got on your belt put in the ground. What goes around comes around. And y'all know this. Y'all know this. So I'm just trying to give y'all some positive knowledge to tell y'all. Y'all know this. Unless you want it, you in it for life and you ready to die, dog. I mean, if you ready to die, that's what it is. And some, I'm gonna tell you it's a sad thing. We got some young men psychologically, mentally, physically, spiritually feel as though there's no hope. They already committed the acts. They already done seen the acts, and they numb to it, so they don't care about death. If it comes, it comes. And when you get like that, it's some dangerous, demonic, it's when you get like that, it's a problem. And this is we got many of black males that have that concept of mindset. And what I call dangerous minds, those are dangerous minds. You may look on the outside thinking they just harmless, and they cold, beyond cold, because they have no conscience. When you have no conscience, you're stone cold-blooded killer. And this is what society, unfortunately, in some sectors of society, they're endorsing in the black male. They're endorsing that spirit. They're endorsing that dilemma. They're endorsing that murderous thinking, and it's being perpetuated out on the streets of DC every day. This is why you had this spike in crime. Do I glamorize gangster rap? Back in the day, I used to. Now I look at it now, it doesn't solve nothing. It's subliminal propaganda. And you notice if you rap about sex, if you rap about killing, if you rap about trap houses, if you rap about the demasculation of the black race, if you rap about everything sinful, you will get a record deal. You will get paid so much money. Because this is what the devil wants. He wants us to feed us every day uneducated rap, degrading our women, and men being pimps, hustlers, killers, and what have you. And that's it. And these are your rappers of 2015. And they will endorse that. Conscious rap? No. Reason why I bring hip hop, because hip hop is in this young generation, like it was in my generation. I grew up with PE. I grew up with Naughty by Nature. I grew up Kumo D, LL Cool J, Wu-Tang Clan, Run DMC. I can go on and on. I'm from that era. All the dudes, DJ Premier, Jeru, Group Home, just endless amounts of nice and smooth, just endless amounts of conscious, positive, street, down to earth rap. But those days are gone. That era is gone. And see, one must not forget, this is mental. It's always on a mental frame. And this is why you have this thug life culture in DC. People screaming that innocent people getting killed because they have no phone. Come on now. Come on. The apple, it really doesn't fall too far from the not trained person from the tree. Meaning, of course, they don't know how to shoot those heavy caliber weapons with those high magazines and capacity. They don't know how to shoot. They're not military trained or police trained. They haven't been through no formal training. All they know how, if they know how to put the clip on right, all they know how is to put the magazine in and shoot. That's all they know, and pull the trigger. All they trying to do is get who they trying to get, any means necessary. And of course, I hate to say it, innocent bystanders do have to get killed because of ignorance. Y'all probably say, Aloe Monk, how do you curb this problem? Well, I'm gonna tell you how to curb this problem. We got to get back to the essence. We got to get back to the Renaissance. Now, as you know, they closed all the vocational schools practically in Washington, D.C. That's another thing, the economic sector. What is the black businesses doing? What is these entertainers? What is these guys of prominence of DC that got plenty of money that can spread around? Are y'all funding the problems, or do you care about your people, or you wanna hold your money and say, I got mines, I struggle for mines, fuck you? And I'm gonna tell you, we have that attitude. We have that attitude. Until black men get along with each other, it's always gonna be this violence. I see it every day. I'm an older black gentleman, and there's a lot of attitudes out here. Motherfuckers don't have to say nothing. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. Motherfucker gritting on you for no reason, looking at you like he ready to kill you. Don't even know you from Adam. Okay? That's that thug life in DC shit. But that's the same Negro will go to Macy's, Hex, go to Georgetown, smile in those people's face. And right after they leave their establishment, their business, right behind their back, they call him a dumbass Negro. But you want to shoot a nigga like me. You want to beef at me. You think I'm trying to get you broad. That's that ignorant shit. That's that ignorant shit. That's the shit I talk. That's the shit I be talking about. And that's that culture. That's that dilemma we have with each other as black men. This thing is always been planned for our destruction. You got these guys treating black women like Sarah Bartman. If y'all don't know who that is, look it up. The Hot Totten Venus. Look it up. She didn't have no choice because racist European boys done that to her. Treated her like an animal. Then put her in a category as if she was not even human. Talking about she's on the same category as orangutan. Orangutan, if you don't know, orangutan is a species of the apes. Excuse me. They put a black sister because she had an unusual protruding buttocks on a level as orangutan. This is what they used to think about us back in the day. And some of them think about us today like that. Now we got our black men indulging in the oppressors' knowledge and dogma and morals when it comes to our women. What are you doing, black man? All you doing is taking the manuscript and the blueprint from your oppressors back in the day. Willie Lynch doctrine shit and perpetuating to your woman right now in 2015. See, this thing is more deeper than you know. This is this thug life in DC culture. This is why relationships with these young people and my age go bad. That title is very wide. It's very wide, meaning it just don't centralize just on one point, because that all got to do with the thuggery of young people and people that is still my age or older indulge in it. It has everything: dysfunctional homes, bad parenting, people not practicing religion, not practicing doctrine, not praying, not believing in a spiritual God, not doing nothing but living in dungery and applauding all kinds of evil entities that they let within their homes. And this is the problem. This is why you have men and women calling these young people savages and everything. But hold up for a minute. I get tired of that because it's always an origin. It's always an origin. Why? And I explained to you in so many words why this thug life culture is perpetuating itself every time in Washington, D.C. The spike of crime every summer. People getting killed. Drug busts. Come on now. It's not by happenstance. It's been happening almost 40 years now, down the pipeline. Until we get back to educating ourselves, running our own businesses like Black Wall Street, looking out for ourselves, stopping all these inner jealousies, and start trying to be after each other's loved ones, hey, you can forget it. It's going to keep going on. And the only one that can save us is the Most High. We got to start leaning on our own understanding. Because I tell you one thing, if it wasn't for the Most High, we'd still be down south or who knows where, still slaving, getting hung up on trees and everything. So y'all can talk about Martin Luther King. Y'all can talk about the civil rights movement all you want. You can talk about all those activists back then. You can scream and holler about their personal lives. But I tell you, if it wasn't for them and the Lord, we wouldn't be in the positions we at now. Okay? Y'all better start doing y'all homework a little bit more better, and y'all better start believing in the Most High. Because if it wasn't for Him, for the prayers going up, and for the angels helping us, we'd be, who knows? Just like I said, we'd probably be halfway, just like the Indians, extinct. All of my productions. I hope y'all enjoy this. Send me some feedback. Subscribe.